Hello Internet friends, this is Tim Schrock from Design Build Solutions bringing you today's Tech Tip Tuesday. Earlier today I posted a live video, a Tech Tip live video, and introduced this idea of the spec home that we did design, the basement layout. But in creating the documents, we don't want to show all of the layout of the basement. We're going to show just the essentials because the basement essentially is going to be unfinished. And as such, we want to see, for potential buyers' sake and for the developer's sake, they want to see how it could be finished. But in the plans, we don't want to show it as finished. So I want to have it so that I have the spaces. I want the model so that I have the spaces without deleting the walls and being able to quickly go back and forth between the two. So let's get into it. I'm working on Chief Architect Premiere version X10. You can do this tip in every version since that I've been working with Chief Architect since 9.5. So let's check this out. All right, to start off with, I'm noticing that this room on the lower left is connected with this large room back here. So I'm going to take my wall and pull it all the way to the foundation. When I do that, this becomes mechanical, and that's the way I want it. So as I drew these walls, they're all going to go on the default layer, right? And you guessed it, the tip is about layers. So this little core here, I want it to remain finished because we want to come downstairs and we want to get into a finished space. The rest of these here, these blue walls, I do not want them to show up in the plans. So let's do this here. What I did was I separated this long center wall as with the break wall tool. And first of all, I'm going to select this foundation wall and I'm going to lock it. Lock the layer, foundation layer. So I broke this long center stick wall into three sections. There's the left, center, and right. And that's the I want the left and the right because those are not going to be part of the finish. And then I'm going to shift and drag. Since I'm in the walls layer, I'm going to select just walls, and I've locked the foundation layer, so I'm not going to pick up the foundation walls in my selection. Excellent. You can see this this outline, if you will, is of these walls here are selected. Then I'm going to open that selection of walls and we're going to click on layer. Now when I clicked on define earlier, all I did was copy, and that created the walls normal to layer. Since that's already there, all I have to do is select it. You, on the other hand, if you're doing this for the first time, you would not have the walls normal to layer. You would hit copy and walls normal to would automatically show up. You can click on that, click OK. Now to turn those off, and see it did it again here. Let's pull this over. There we go. Now our room's defined. The other thing that's really odd to me is over here, and I don't understand why this does this. I select this wall, pull it over, and then my foundation moves, and I'm going to pull this back. There we go. Where was I? Oh, the next thing we want to do is I'm going to go into my layers tab and I'm going to select modify all layers. and I'm going to turn off walls normal 2. I'm going to uncheck modify all layer sets, and I'm going to turn on walls normal 2. So in the default set is the only one it's on. No camera sets, no section views, no electrical or architectural or plumbing or HVAC or any framing, anything like that. It's only on in the default set because I did modify all layer sets, turned it off, unchecked modify all layer sets, and turned it back on in the default set. So that when I switch to my CD plan, which is my architectural plan, it's off. When I come to the camera view, I just see the beams, right? And now the one thing that's interesting is in section view, when I pull this up and I create a, let's create our auto detail, it fills in the walls with the blue here. So those are just polylines with a solid fill. I'm just going to delete those, and it's set. I don't know if this is something that you run into from time to time. I happen to have this case for this particular developer because we're doing designing three brand new houses for them, and then another new home for a client that they kind of want to see how the basement could be finished out, but it's not. They're not going to do that right now. We're just planning ahead for where the plumbing's going, etc., etc. So another little tip in Chief Architect, using layers once again, that gives us a lot of control to turn things on and off in the way that we want them to be seen. Check out my website, www.designbuildsolutionsllc.com, and see what services we provide that could help you. If you appreciate this video, I would appreciate the encouragement of a thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell, and you'll get notified of these Tech Tip Tuesday videos each time I upload them. As always, have a wonderful week.